Hello guys, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to solve some word problems based on percentage concept. So our first question will be, in an examination, a student has to secure 48% marks to pass. If Rahul gets 247 marks and fails by 5 marks, what are the maximum marks? So this is our question, so I solve this. So first we write that Rahul got marks equals to, so that he got, it is given 247. So now I write he fails by marks equals to, it is given 5 marks. So therefore he got marks by this much and he fails by 5 marks. So therefore you will find the passing marks now. So now the passing marks equals to, so the passing marks will be definitely the marks he got plus the marks by which he failed. So it will be 247 plus 5, which is equal to 252. So this is the passing marks. So now we have to find out the maximum marks. So for that we write first that let the maximum marks equals to x, we take it. So now you know that it is given a student has a secure 48% marks to pass. So you know that here 48% marks, so that will be equal to 250. So 48% marks student has to secure. So this is the passing marks. So now frame our equation like this, that 48% the marks that student has to get of the total marks, that is x, equals to the passing marks, the 48%, that is 252. So if you solve this equation, you will get the maximum marks. So first we write, so 48 we write as 48 by 100, 48 in of means multiply x equals to 252. So first 100 will go for multiplication, so it becomes 48x equals to 252. Now 100 go for multiplication into 100. So now x equals to, write 252 into 100, we keep it like this only now, into by 48. So now 48 is going to division. So now I cut these numbers. So first we cut 148 by 2. So it becomes 50, 24, now 25, now 12. So now I will cut 252 and 12 directly, it will become 21. So remains 21 into 25, which is equals to 525. So this will be the final answer for this question. So now let's move on to our next question. So our next question is, on a particular day 96% of the students were present in a school. If the number of absentees on that day was 82, find the total strength of the school. So these are questions and I solve this. So first we write percentage of students present equals to, it is given 96%. So now we will find out the percentage of students who were absent. So therefore we write the percentage of students absent equals to, so absent, it will be definitely the 100 minus 96. So it becomes 100 minus 96, which will be equal to 4%. So therefore 4% students were absent on that day. So now I have to find out the total strength of the school. So for that we write first that let the total strength is equals to x. So we take the total strength as x. So now we know that for 4% students were absent, and in the question it is also given that 82 students, that means 4% is equals to 82. So we frame of the equation like this, that 4% of x, that the total strength, that is equals to 82, because 4% is the number of students who were absent, into x, that means 4% of the total strength, that will be equals to 82. So now solve this equation. So first we had 4% as 4 by 100, of means multiply x equals to 82. So now we write, we will take 100 to this side, so it goes for division, so it becomes 4x equals to 82 into 100. So now we write x equals to 82 into 100 by 4. So now 4 is going to this side, so it goes for division. So now solve this. So first we cut 4 and 100, it will become 25. So it becomes x equals to 82 into 25, which is equals to 2050. So this is our final answer for this question, and this is the total strength of the school. So let's move on to our next question. So our next question is, the population of a town has increased by 5% in a year. Last year its population was 20,320. What is the present population of the town? So these are questions, and I solved this. So first we had increase in population. So this will be in the percentage, so which is equals to 5%. So there were 5%, there is an increase in the population. So now therefore last year population equals to, so it is given the question that it is 20,320. So this is the last year population. So now it is given that this population is increased by 5%. So first you will find out the increase in population. That means how much the population is increased. So therefore write increase in population that is equals to 5% of the previous year population, that is 2,320. So it becomes 5% means 5 by 100. Of means multiply into 20,320. So first you cut the zeros. So now you cut 5 and 10. It will become 2. So now you cut 2 and 2032. It will become 1016. So therefore the population is increased by 1016. So this is the increase in population. So now I have to find out the present population. So therefore present population will be the population last year plus the increase in population. So now therefore we write present population equals to so last year population is 20,320 plus the increase in population, that is 1016. So which will be equals to 21,336. So this is the present population of the town. So this is the final answer for this question. So let's move on to our next question. So our next question is given, the price of a bat was rupees 650. Now its price has been increased by 6%. What is the increased price of the bat? So this question is similar to the previous one, only here there is a difference in the price. So solve this. So first we write price of the bat equals to, so this will be the original price which is already given, that is rupees 650. So now increased percentage, it is given 6%. So now we will find the increase in price, that means how much price it has increased. So therefore the increase in price equals to, so that will be 6% of the original price. Now I mean the price of the bat are off, that means 650. So it becomes, so 6% you can write as 6 by 100. Off means multiply 650. So first we cut the 0. Now I cut 65 and 10 by 5. It will become 13. Become 2. Now I cut 2 and 6. It becomes 3. So now write the what is remains, that is 3 into 13. That is equals to 39. So rupees 39. This is the increase in the price of the bat. So now I have to add this price to the original one to get the present price of the bat. So therefore write the present price, or you can also write the increased price, that it will be equals to rupees 650 plus rupees 39, which will be equals to rupees 689. So this will be our final answer for this question. So now let's move on to our next question. So now our next question is, the price of a cooler during last summer season was quoted at rupees 7,250. In off season the price has been reduced by 12%. What is the reduced price of the cooler? So this is our question and solve this. So this is also similar to the previous question, only in this question we have to subtract the price. So first we write price of cooler in summer equals to, right? So that is equal to, it is given 7,250. So now a decreased percentage equals to, so it is given the decreased percentage, it is 12%. So now we will find out a decrease in price, that means how much price is decreased. So therefore now the decrease in price, so this will be 12% of the original price, that is 7,250. So 12% you can write as 12 by 100 into 7,250. So first we cut the zeros. So now I cut 725 and 10 by 5. It will become 145 and it will become 2. So you cut 2 and 12, it becomes 6. So remains 6 into 145, which is equal to rupees 870. So therefore this much price is reduced from the price of the cooler. So now therefore write the decrease price equals to, that means the price after giving this much off, it will be 7,250, the original price minus this, that is 870, which will be equal to rupees 6,380. So this will be our final answer for this question. So guys, this much for today's video. Thanks for watching this video, and you can check the link for the previous questions in the description, and please subscribe my channel to get the solving of the next questions.